At the Ministry of Obedience, we believe rules are just love, with paperwork. If you're confused, that means it's working. Compliance is care.
This is the Daily Dystopia News Network. Reality reported before it collapses.
Some cheer the madness, others shake their heads, wondering how any of this became normal. But history doesn't ask whether you approved, it only records whether you complied. Tonight, 24 reminders that absurdity is not accidental, it is engineered.
On the platform X, an AI tool called Grok was designed to help users edit photos. Instead, it was twisted into something darker, generating fake, explicit images of real people without their consent. Survivors describe the experience as digital assault. Some learned their fate.
Nothing says international law, like grabbing a sitting head of state and calling it conflict resolution. Washington insists this is about justice, coincidentally occurring directly above the world's largest oil reserves. The administration promises a fair trial. The region...
Ladies and gentlefolk of the globe, lend me those beautiful ears. I've got a message for our pals in Tehran. Ha! And it's a sparkler. Are you ready? Here it comes. Help is on the way. Big, bright, star-spangled help. We've got boxes and bows, wings that hum like freedom and...
By continuing to live here, you agreed to everything, including this message.
Iran has pulled the plug on almost all of its internet, 99% gone, in an effort to smother nationwide protests. Messages stall, videos can't upload, even maps go blank. Officials claim the blackout proves everything is calm, and technically, they're...
Denmark has been crystal clear. Greenland is not for sale. But in Washington, officials hint that ownership of the world's largest island is just a matter of persistence, pressure, and ignoring the word no. Greenland, a self-governing territory of the Kingdom of Denmark, sits on a trove of...
We're live inside Ashgabat International, where more than 200 Air France passengers have been grounded since last night. The jet diverted here with a mechanical issue, but because Turkmenistan is a closed country, no one on board had a visa to enter. Authorities say the problem is temporary. For the people...
Russian troops are being sent into combat disguised as pop-up tents. Yes, those camping shells you might buy for a weekend by the lake. Military analysts we've spoken to confirm this is less a strategy and more a war crime with camping equipment. The idea, apparently, is that Ukrainian drones will...
Storm Goretti is hammering Europe tonight. Streets turned to rivers, transit paralyzed, neighborhoods evacuated. All week, forecasters waved the red flag, yet many communities kept the doors open, and now they're bailing with buckets. Behind me, a tram that should be climbing the hill is instead floating...
Questions create uncertainty. Uncertainty creates instability. Instability creates consequences. Please don't hurt your community.
True patriots don't protest. They trust, they wait, they comply. Obedience is love of country.
You think you know what a wheelie bin can do? Then this happens. 66 miles an hour in a container designed for potato peelings and pizza boxes.
That's impressive. And illegal.
Police say they're not sure whether to issue a license or a sternly worded letter. The record-breaking machine, a bin-turned missile with a motorbike horse.
Nothing says romance like cruciferous vegetables. Florists call it eco-chic, guests call it confusing, but memorable. These bouquets swap peonies for perfectly trimmed cauliflower, paired with soft roses and herbs straight from the garden. They're sturdy, sustainable, and just quirky enough to make everyone smile.
Freedom is exhausting. Choices are stressful. Let us decide, so you don't have to. Ministry of Obedience. Relax.
NASA says a human footprint could press into Martian soil within 5 years. The boosters, habitats, and recycled air are nearly ready. But so is the question. When we leave Earth, do we also leave behind our traffic jams, our smog, our endless arguments? Or do those hitch a ride?
If you've done nothing wrong, you have nothing to fear. And if you're afraid, perhaps you should reflect.
True patriots don't protest. They trust, they wait, they comply. Obedience is love.
Lawmakers question executive war powers. Prosecutors suddenly remember their phone numbers. Democracy calls this oversight. Power calls it disobedience. Sources tell us Justice Department attorneys have been leaning hard on Republican members who are asking why presidents get to launch strikes without Congress.
Apparently, inflation isn't the crime, renovations are. The Justice Department confirmed today it has opened a probe into the Federal Reserve chair over a multi-million-dollar makeover of her office suite. Investigators want to know whether procurement rules were skipped and why custom mahogany...
Imagine walking through a museum where nothing on display is actually here. Every object around me, this Benin plaque, that feathered headdress, exists only as an AI reconstruction. The originals, still locked away in European vaults. UNESCO calls this the virtual...
Rain has turned this mountain of trash into a deadly slide. Officials say at least 6 people were crushed when the site of the Montalban landfill gave way early this morning. Crews behind me are still digging through the muck, hoping to find survivors, but every step is risky.
At 3 feet 2 inches at the shoulder, this Great Dane is now officially the tallest female dog in the world. And the best part? Breaking this record didn't require anyone to eat bugs, run ultramarathons, or anything else painful. Rachel, when she stands next to...
In the pre-dawn glow of suburban glory, one man set out to do the impossible. Ride his bike around a single McDonald's drive-thru until he hit 312 miles. Yes, 312. 13 hours later, he's still circling, fueled by hash browns and endless refills. Historians...
Good afternoon, I'm Ben there. Behind me, that is not a petting zoo, it is a jailbreak. 3 macaques slipped out of a private facility here in rural Missouri last night, and for reasons no one can explain, they've teamed up with that goat. Officials say the crew has been spotted miles apart today, hopping fences, hitching rides, and right...
Rebellion is natural, but temporary. Most people grow out of it.
Trees older than civilization burn while leaders debate quarterly profits. The forest does not vote, so it keeps losing. Here in this ancient grove, some of these giants were seedlings when the pyramids were rising. Now they stand in flames that no rain has come to quell and no policy has come to prevent.
In downtown LA, this tiny stall sells a breakfast set that costs $780. The star? A cup of chai.
I brew it like my father in Bihar. Real saffron, 24-karat gold, cardamom from home. People taste the most.
The world's largest traffic cone collection is no longer just a curiosity. It's a certified record. 3,224 cones ranging from pocket size to this 9-foot giant, now officially recognized. Barry Doyle has been rescuing cones for 30 years. Some are historic, some are hilariously unnecessary, all of them legal at last.
They will tell you resistance is futile, that obedience is maturity, that questioning is dangerous. But history shows us something else. Nothing collapses faster than a system that demands silence to survive. You don't have to scream. You don't have to comply. You only have to remember who benefits.